What's going on YouTube? 008 here, I'm here with my sister Kemi.
What
do you mean, man? That was good. You always do shit like that anyway. What's going on YouTube? 008 here, I'm here with my sister Kemi, and we're about to talk about the Thor Ragnarok. We're about to review Thor Ragnarok. We saw it how many days ago? Like 2-3 days ago, something like that. So there's so much stuff going on. We're going to review it now. And let's start. How did you feel? General feelings of Thor Ragnarok. Was it shit? Was it good? Was it good? It was alright. It was alright.
No, I actually really liked it.
You really liked it, but we were all expecting it to be shit because you guys saw our reactions.
We had low expectations.
Our expectations were low as hell.
We were getting ready. We were like, oh, do you know what? I'm not even excited about this Marvel film. Yeah,
because we love Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. Volume 2 took the jokes way too far. Killed it a bit for me. Some people like it.
It was still good though, but
it was good. The lore, the comic book stuff in there was amazing in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. But the comedy was just too stupid. They dragged it on too much. But Thor Ragnarok, we thought, oh no, it's more of the same. They're basically, because Guardians of the Galaxy is successful, Thor Ragnarok's going to do the same shit and just copy that.
Well, to be fair, the trailer was just all about jokes.
Yeah, like, jokes constantly. There was
one trailer that came out just before we were about to see it, literally like a couple of minutes before we were about to see it. Like we just looked online and just saw the trailer, and there was a little bit of some serious stuff, and we're like, oh shit.
Yeah, like, we were actually shocked. There was a bit that was a bit serious. The bit where Thor and Loki like turn into their costumes when they land.
I was like, oh, this is gonna be good.
Yeah, so
maybe.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll thought it was good. But our expectations really low. Thought we were gonna be a bit disappointed.
So opening credits start. Let's look at the opening credits.
Yeah, the opening credits start, and he goes, "Well, you guys wondering what I'm doing here?" All that bullshit, and then Thor lands and. He's doing that joke where he's just spinning. He's like, hold on. He's talking to Surtur and he's just spinning and he's like, wait.
From there, I was doing heavy sighs. I was like,
this is going to be annoying. He's going to have some shitty, dragged out jokes that are overplayed.
Like, we talked about the jokes. Like, obviously, we love the jokes, but if they just drag on, like, you know, you kept talking about how he was spinning around. It's like, we get it, you're spinning around, blah, blah, like, it was just long.
Yeah, we thought it was going to be like that all the way through, but it wasn't. But then the fight with Surtur was really good. Like,
yeah, that was good.
Thor going mad. Reminded me of the first Thor where Thor was going mad on the Frost Giant, so he's spinning his helmet like, and then he was doing the same shit to these Surtur, these dead things. I can't remember what it was fighting.
I don't even know what they were. It was like
but it was
army
just, you're actually seeing like Thor do his shit. Like, yes, this is the Thor I want to see, and he was taking it serious as well. I don't think he was doing any quips while he was fighting. So that's one good thing. But yeah, mainly the comedy of Thor Ragnarok is good because it's actually funny and they don't drag out the jokes. That's what I hated about Guardians of the Galaxy. The jokes that annoyed me the most were the ones that dragged out. Yeah. Like the whole taser face. That was really annoying because they kept going on with it and then they brought it back again. It's not funny. Taser face, there's nothing funny about that. But for Taika Waititi, the director of Thor Ragnarok, clearly understands humor, comedy and everything. Like, he was just hilarious, like, because I think he was Korg.
Okay.
You know?
Oh, really?
I think he was. Yeah, I heard that it was.
Oh my god, Korg is like my favourite.
Korg was hilarious. Just the voice, the accent is just like.
It's the best.
It was just so out of place. It just made it work. It just made it work. And I just like, I can't remember what he said. He's like, hi, I'm Korg.
Hey man, I'm Korg. We're gonna get out of here. Wanna come?
Obviously he's a massive guy.
Korg, he was hilarious. Like every scene he was in, he stole it, and that was funny. I liked that.
Yeah, no, it was good.
And then
I liked him.
Yeah, the rest of the jokes were just very fast paced, quick. They didn't drag them out.
What about the story now? What do you think about the whole story?
But yeah, the whole story. If you try and get past what the jokes were, the actual story was Ragnarok. Thor trying to protect Asgard from the end of all things, the end of their home world.
But it turns out that actually.
Well, they had to end Asgard with Ragnarok, but take all the people out of Asgard. Yeah. So that was a good thing. And it was an interesting story, very good concept. This is the thing. I liked Thor Ragnarok as a whole, but it's fun Marvel film. Like every other Marvel film, but everyone keeps saying this film's risky. This film took chances with the comedy. This film with the music and going so far away from what Thor was before. No, it didn't take chances. First of all, the first two Thor films, they weren't even that great. People hated most people didn't like them compared to the other Marvel films. So changing Thor 3 to something completely different wasn't really a risk. They had to do it. Secondly, it's not that different. It's a bit more comedy, actually a lot more comedy, but it's not that different like from any other Marvel film. If anything, it's copying Guardians. What would have been risky is if they actually went dark. If they actually went like real with it, like Ragnarok, end of all times. Shit is serious. There's no fucking about.
Maybe they're saving that for
shit goes
Infinity
epic.
War.
Well, I hope so. I don't know. I think Infinity War's probably gonna have loads of jokes as well.
To be fair, Thor Ragnarok was pretty dark at times. Like, it was pretty dark. Like, I think they made him. I think it was a little bit risky. Like Thor losing his eye.
Yeah, he lost his eye.
That's it.
Yeah.
Thor's got one eye now. Like that's it. That's his character. It's like, oh, they changed something about a character in all of the Marvel. Like he's got something that's scarily like
gone. Like,
changed now.
His father's dead. A lot of characters died in this.
Yeah.
But here's another problem I had though. Thor's friends, the Warriors 3, they just died like that.
Oh yeah.
That didn't bother me. That was cool because Hela was like, it made her look badass. Like, oh shit, she just killed these three characters that we've been seeing since the first Thor. Yeah. But the problem was, where was Thor's reaction? Thor didn't even care. He didn't give a shit. Does he even know? Like, it was so stupid.
That was a bit weird.
There was so much focused on the jokes, focused on Sakaar, the planet where Hulk was doing the Planet Hulk thing. And they didn't even focus on Thor's friends that he's grown up with all his life and all that kind of stuff. I know we didn't see much of them in the previous films, but Thor should at least have one scene where it was like, whatever their names are, why did you die? You know, get a bit upset about it.
I said that maybe like when we see Thor again or when we see the new Asgard, that they'll have like the statues of them, like something like Zoolander. You know, Zoolander would have the statues of them.
Yeah. That would actually be a good idea.
Maybe
that would be a good way to do it. Like Thor, like the very first scene of you see of Thor back in the new Asgard.
The new Asgard, you see a statue of them.
Yeah, like remembering them.
But obviously that's speculation. He might not even give a shit. They
isn't giving a shit. Even right till the end, Thor didn't give a shit. They died.
Maybe he doesn't know.
That's the thing.
That's weird. How would he not know?
They're too busy cracking jokes and making laughs that they can't focus on your friends just died. It takes you out of it, man. Like, I love Marvel, I love the MCU and everything, but if they just went a little, I don't want it to be dark. I don't want it to be dark, gritty, and everything black and everything like blood and guts and swearing. I don't want it to be like that. What I want is just for them to take it a little bit seriously. That's it. I don't want it to delve.
Just like a little bit of sadness, so you just get to feel for the characters.
Like not 2 seconds of sadness with about 20,000 jokes thrown in there. It just makes it feel like it's not important what I'm watching. It makes it feel like you're hungry. You want to go to McDonald's. So you go to McDonald's, you get something to eat, but then you're hungry 2 minutes later still. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like
you're hungry. You're not food.
It's true that it's like it's not gonna fulfill you like for ages. Like I went to watch Blade Runner 2049, and I'm still thinking about that film today. I saw that like 2-3 weeks ago, like. And it's just still impacting me because the music, the score, the depth of the characters, the storyline, the plot, everything was just like intense, real serious, but it had a little bit of fun, very little more fun. It could have had more. Marvel could have more comedy than that.
It's supposed to be a funny film, but I just think Marvel should have gone a bit more deeper.
I'm not saying not darker, deeper, not darker, deeper. Go deeper into these characters. They do have depth and stuff in the characters, but they just like have 2 seconds of it, like, 2 seconds and you like of the depth. You have to like kind of find it yourself.
What do you think about his sister? Did you know it was his sister?
No, I didn't. I don't
so
think
when he said, "Oh, you've got a sister," I was like, "What?"
Yeah, I don't know. I think she's related to Loki in the comics.
I liked how when she walked into like Odin's like I don't know his castle, and she like smashed the like memorial wall thing, and you see what's actually underneath.
What's actually on.
So he was with Hela like the whole time, and like they
he finds out
like
see, that's another thing. Like they did so much stuff. Thor reacted to it for about 2 seconds. Like, oh, that's actually what happened. Okay, and that was it. It wasn't really bothered anymore. Like,
I think what would have been nice was to see if Thor could have like felt a little bit of like not betrayal, but just like felt a bit crap inside about how his sort of there's this whole other history about
that he doesn't know,
that he just has no idea about.
That would have been nice to see him reflect on that.
Because I mean, in real life, if you found out something about your family that was actually really kind of shit, and how it went
you'd pretty fuck you up like a bit. You know
you'd understand why it was kept secret, but then you'd think, oh my god, this actually happened. Maybe there wasn't enough time. Maybe we need to see Banner being a bit weird.
Yeah.
That was so strange when Banner turned back into Banner.
Yeah, when he hopped back to Banner, he was acting weird, like I don't even know where to go with that. It's just basically just for laughs and jokes and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, it was just strange.
What do you think of Valkyrie, Tessa Thompson as Valkyrie? I thought she was good. Like, her character was interesting, but her performance I'm not so sure about. Like, her accent was really off.
Here we go!
A lot of the times. Like, put me off. Here we go. It's just so just an American trying to do an English accent so bad.
I mean, it wasn't the best.
Well, if you're gonna do that, just have her American.
Do you know what the worst thing is? When she was in Westworld, she I mean, that woman is a good actress.
Tessa Thompson in Westworld.
Yeah, like she was actually pretty sick in that.
Yeah, she was good in Westworld,
But maybe,
it's
I don't know,
maybe
do you think it's the accent? I don't know.
I've never seen her do comedy
she's actually
before
a really good actress. She's a really good actress, but...
I've never seen her do comedy before. Maybe if this was a more serious film, she would have shined even more. But I don't know. And then the funny bit is when you see the Valkyries, the flashback, and you see the actual Valkyrie, what Valkyrie probably should have looked like, with the blonde hair, really tall and everything, looking like an actual
she dies.
Asgardian. She dies, and then the Valkyrie, the diversity Valkyrie is is one that we get, which is fine if they're good, whatever. But I just thought that was funny. It's like, what are they trying to say here? The film surprised me because the comedy wasn't annoying. That's what I like. The comedy was good. The comedy made me laugh. I could watch it again. I probably won't go to cinema again anytime soon, but when it comes out, I'd be enjoying watching it back. You know, when we do our massive run through when Infinity Wars comes out. Gosh, that's gonna be insane. Yeah. Hela, Kate Blanchett was flipping hot as hell. She's just like sexy all the time. I was like, I don't think I've ever seen her this sexy before. And she was kicking loads of ass. Like, she beat everybody up, like, quick, easy. The thing I didn't understand though was, I think, was it you that mentioned it, or Dara? Where Thor had no chance. He breaks Thor's hammer. No one explains why she's so strong. She's just strong. A lot of things weren't explained. She's just super strong. And she breaks Thor's hammer. No one can beat her up. Even Thor, when he's got the Odin Force, he gets the Odin Force in this. Like, he couldn't do nothing to her. Like, barely. He barely hurt her. But then Surtur, who Thor beat, he messed up earlier, easy. Surtur is the one that destroys her. Like, it doesn't make no sense. Do you know what I mean?
Maybe because of Surtur's power, the fact that even though Thor could beat... I mean, I'm making up bullshit. I don't really know. But it looked like... I don't know.
It's just basically they're just doing what feels right. They're just doing what goes with the plot. They're not making any sense of the power levels or anything like that, which is a little bit annoying, especially for the nerds that watch.
I like Thor's new power though. I feel like I know in this film, I feel like he would have been able to beat his sister if he had a better handle of it. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, learn.
Like this was just the first time he's ever used it. I know he used it in the ring with. Hulk, but he hasn't actually learnt about it like proper figured it out and stuff. But I feel like when we see it in Infinity War, we might see some crazy shit. That looked sick.
It was good. The Odin Force. He's
mad.
King Thor now, isn't he? Not Prince of Asgard.
Oh yeah, he's not Prince of Asgard.
He's the king now. If they can find a new Asgard. What did you think of the Grand Master, Jeff Goldblum?
He's just weird all the time.
Jeff Goldblum was just being Jeff Goldblum, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was hilarious though, man. It was funny. You can't hate him. It was just jokes.
No, he was good.
It was pretty. I couldn't understand half the stuff he was doing, but it was funny. I can't even explain.
The fight scenes were insane.
The fight scene, yeah. I noticed they ramped up the action in this. I didn't expect that. I thought it was just going to be same old like Thor 1 and 2, loads of jokes, barely any action, and just stupid stuff. But the action was insane. That's probably one of the reasons why I like it so much, because the action was nuts. The fight with Hulk and Thor was sick, especially when Thor went Odin Force on Hulk. That was sick. And obviously the first fight, Thor versus Surtur, right at the beginning was really cool. Even though it was kind of meaningless, there was no like development there, but it was just a cool action scene. I just want to. In fact, one of the reasons why I want to watch this film back is just to see those action scenes again, because it was quite dark with the 3D. The 3D glasses made it really dark, so I'd love to see those action scenes with a bit brighter colour. But yeah, the action scenes were great. The comedy was mostly good. I had a good time. It was a fun film.
Yeah, it was good.
It was a fun film. The only thing.
See it again?
Yeah, I definitely see it. Not in the cinema. I don't think I can see it again in the cinema. I don't think I need to see it again.
I probably could.
I could, but I don't feel the need to. Like, you know, when certain Marvel films, you really want to see it again in the cinema. But this one, like Civil War and that. Like, that's the Civil War and Winter Soldier should be the tone of the Marvel films. Iron Man 1, Avengers 1. All those had jokes in it too. I don't know this whole mentality where everyone thinks you hate jokes.
You know what? It's because I mean, it's like I think you need to understand that a lot of it's a different kind of audience now. Like when we first watched it, like Iron Man 1, Thor 1, all the first films, like they were dark and funny in a way that we like to see because we were adults and stuff, but they're catering to different audience now.
Yeah.
So they have to make it extra funny. Well, to us anyway, extra funny. And
yeah.
They have to put all the weird colours in and all that.
Especially,
kind of stuff.
I think now that Marvel's going more into cosmic, into space, into more these things that people can't relate to. People will be like, what? People won't be able to take it seriously anymore.
That's
you know?
that as well.
So they want to. So Marvel want to take the piss out of themselves before other people can take the piss out of them for doing all this crazy space comic book nerd shit. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, it's just a theory.
Yeah, like that's literally what I think it is. Like,
it makes
sense. With space, we can't relate to it. Let's just laugh at it instead, because then anything can happen. You can do anything you want when you have comedy as a backbone of it. Like, no one can say shit to it then, do you know what I mean? You can't say this is stupid, because it's laughing at itself already. That's the reason. But that's what I'm saying. I think it'll be more brave, more risky, if Marvel tried to do something cosmic and space and fantastical, but took it seriously as well. That would be, like, a very good accomplishment, I think. Like, Marvel should try and make their own Logan and their own Dark Knight. Like, I'm not saying they should be like those films, but they should have their own version of that kind of tone, you know. Maybe Black Panther will be that. I don't know. I doubt it. I can't see Black Panther being that real, like as like Logan or The Dark Knight. No. I can't see it being that hard like that. Like in terms of, you know, seriousness and depth. Because it's not because it's Black Panther, but because it's Marvel. Marvel so light-hearted. I'm trying to see if they can get anything more like grounded and sick as something like the Winter Soldier, for example. Like even more than the Winter Soldier actually. But yeah, otherwise I enjoyed Thor Ragnarok, but it's one of those films that after you've seen it twice, you're not going to really want to watch it again because you've heard all the jokes, you know what's coming, and then you start seeing how shallow it is after a while. Like, it's fun the first time, it's like literally popcorn flick, popcorn. Yeah. Have fun, forget about it. But I want Marvel to, I love Marvel, because I love Marvel, I'm a massive fan of Marvel. I want Marvel to be a bit deeper than that. Like, have some meanings, have some little messages in the films and stuff like that, you know? Not political stuff, but just minor, like, little subtle hints here and there. And, you know, have more stakes and have people take things a bit more seriously. And that'll make me more excited and, you know, love the films a bit more. Do you have like a favourite scene or like a favourite part? Favourite part? That part that just jumped out and you're like, okay, that's pretty sick. Probably Thor versus Hulk in the pit was the best. That was the best part of the whole film, I think. Because when Thor just went Odin for, I'm so glad they didn't make him have any jokes when he was doing that. When he went Odin Force and he was going mad on Hulk, that was sick. That felt like the comics. It just felt like the comics to me then. I don't know why. That was probably my favourite bit of the whole film. I don't know what mine is. Like, I feel like for me mostly it was like the fight scenes. I mean, what annoyed me the most was that I didn't understand why Hela was so strong and why they weren't able to beat her. She's strong and they don't explain why. Maybe they do, just missed it. Especially since she's the same as Loki and Thor. Like they're all three of them from Odin. Why is she so special? Because she's the firstborn. I don't know. Maybe it's always like the firstborn of Odin will always be the strongest. Maybe it's some kind of mythology like that. I don't know, but I mean, I can't think of anything that jumps out at me.
but the fight scenes were always like I was proper interested in those. Like I was in that.
Yeah,
that was good.
Fight scenes were awesome. That was probably one of the best parts of the whole film because the jokes will get played out real fast, but you can always go back to see the crazy action fight scenes. They're just epic. I still watch the Avengers fight scenes from time to time.
When I think about it, maybe the fact that Thor loses his eye, I like the whole concept of now that he has.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm so interested in that, but I just like how they've changed from the characters. Like,
yeah, they've done something.
Out of all of the Marvel characters,
back,
nothing's major about them. You know,
Yeah.
that's like he's lost an eye now and.
I hope Thor's hair grows back though. I miss that's classic Thor, man. He's got to have his long hair.
You reckon? I think he's gonna.
Nah, it's not. It's still gonna be short in Infinity War. Maybe in
War.
Avengers 4 it'll grow back. I don't know if he's still alive or whatever. We'll see. Anyway, that's our review of Thor Ragnarok.
Wait, you have to give it a. I mean.
Oh yeah. I have to give
how
it a
many
rating.
meows you give it?
How many meow
You have to put them on the bottom.
How many meals? How many Mjolnirs am I going to give it?
Sorry, I don't know.
You said it like the girl in the first Thor.
Meow.
Kat Dennings.
Oh God.
How many meow? I'll give it a solid 7. So I enjoyed
7?
it. But I know it could have been more. It could have been more. But I enjoyed it.
7.5.
10.5.
The 5 is because of the eye. That's why.
You love the big change in Thor's character.
Yeah, I
and
really
they left
did.
Asgard. I
really
like
did.
that. That was cool.
Like he's cutting his hair, obviously, because we see it in the trailer. We know that happens, but that wasn't a big.
Yeah, that's our review. If you liked it, give us a like. Let us know what you guys think in the comments below.
Don't go crazy on the dislikes.
We're
like,
gonna go
this is
crazy
just our
on
opinion.
dislikes. Yeah.
You know, this is what
you
we
guys
think.
don't understand Marvel. Go watch DC. You're always hating on the comedy.
No, but like seriously though, this is just our opinions. This is how we've seen it from our eyes, from our brains. Like, don't go too mad.
Yeah,
okay,
this is just
please.
how I feel. That's it. But let us know what you guys think. You know, constructive criticism. Have a debate. Don't call me a cunt. Just be constructive and say, no, guys. You know what? I think this is why the comedy works. That's all you got to do. You don't have to be like, why are you such a prick? You know, just calm down. It's only a movie, all right. So,
But no, seriously.
Yeah. Anyway, that's our review. We'll see you again. Peace.
It's only a movie.